What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? Kenneth Bryan, what's good? DOG 215, my brother, what's goody? Oh, I see YouTube just said, nah, we ain't sending out notifications. Nah. It's comedy, man. Comedy. Jay Isaac, Base Red Pill Chad, Chris Bernadelle, my brother DOG said I was scrolling through. Yeah. Tran View, Steve Brooks, Yost Tony, what's good? Rod the Ruler, what's good? Y'all, Rob Loma, so bad it's sad. Who's y'all? Base Red Pill, Chad. You want the link? Be careful. Alshon Smith, what's good? Base Red Pill Chad. I'm not your casual, I'm not your local barber that you're talking to. This is what I do. So I suggest you save that for your local barber. Peter Manfredo, what's good? I'm not your local barber that don't know what he's talking about. Bo Ones, Thomas Watson, what's good? Y'all be so used to talking to your local barber and your corner store, right? You know, Mr. Boston, what's good? He said Blueblood got the clout he wanted. The clout he wanted? Doesn't that sound pretty stupid? That just lets you know I'm doing stuff behind the scenes. Why do I need clout? Pay attention. I know it's too expensive for you. Willie Dynamite, what's good? I don't care what Teddy Atlas said. Did you watch the fight? Jesse R, what's good? You talking about what Teddy Atlas said. Did you watch the fight? Did you watch it with Teddy Atlas eyes? Or did you watch it with yours? I don't need nobody else's shine. Square business, what's good? Mr. Boxing? What you mean? I create my own lane. Been creating my own lane. Fat and Bankrupt, what's good? Square business, what's good? As I told you, I was doing stuff behind the scenes. So I don't need nobody that doing that behind the scenes. DT was good. No, instead of talking about I got my shine, why don't y'all give me an apology? How about that? Instead of talking about, oh, Blue Blood got his shine, why don't you give me an apology? Because you was probably one of the people that condemned me. That's how it goes. Memphis 10 Will, the guru was good. DT was good. Bucky Man was good. Thomas Watts was good. Watts was good. Thomas Watts. See, instead of people coming here talking about I got shine, that's called clout, brother. I didn't never told y'all about nothing. He told you that. So that means that tells you that I was doing stuff behind the scenes. That's what that tells you.
Blue.
My guy, what's goody with you?
What's going on? What's going on, family?
Where you
I
was
was
at,
late.
great brother?
Yo, I was late just now. I looked down at my email. I said, "Listen me."
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though? I
What's going
couldn't
on,
get
man?
I couldn't get on for like 20 minutes, man. The internet wasn't working.
Oh wow, seriously?
Yeah, from when I first text you,
Yeah.
I was just gonna come on and wait for you to come on, and I couldn't even get on.
I gotta pay my I gotta pay my hacker man a tip. He hacked
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got home.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, and look, they ain't sending out no notifications. Ex
Oh, yeah.
Krypton, Duncan Penderhughes, what's good? Lord Sweat Real, what's good? Yeah, so I was talking Bold Ones, what's good?
What's going on?
I was talking to the brother, so he said I got my shine because
Who said you got your shine?
Mr. Boxing, you got your shine, because Bozy said that Bozy and Terence Crawford both explain what I've been telling people, but Draco the boxer was good, but the problem is instead of people always want to act like I need clout. No, I was doing that behind the scenes. I ain't lie to you about nothing.
Right.
No, but you wanted to believe that because you wanted to place blame on somebody.
What was it? What was it in context to?
To Bozy and Terence Crawford, they talked about me on $1 million worth of game with Wallow and Gilly. So they confirmed what I've been saying about trying to make that fight.
Right. But if he is this guy familiar with your works? He will know how much history you and Bozy actually have behind the camera.
Right. But the problem is, see, people, this is what happened. Instead of people just saying, hey, you know what, you was right.
Right.
They just want to be like, oh, you got 2 minutes to shine. 2 minutes to shine. This is something I've been working on behind the scenes. That's morning. Right. That's morning than them giving me 2 minutes to shine.
Right, of course.
Yeah. But this is what happens when people like to run with narratives.
Right.
Oh, Blue Blood just was making up stories. Making up stories? I ain't make up no stories about nothing. Everything I said came to fruition to today.
You don't need to. When the story is as good as it is, you trying to make up a story sound worse than just telling the truth.
What did I tell y'all? They wasn't fighting in 2022. The budget
I was
wasn't
hurt
there.
when you said that. I was hurt.
Right? Because the budget wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's just Terence Crawford didn't want to take the fight and Terence Crawford is ducking. Well, you wanted to believe that narrative. So now you look silly because they was going to get no guaranteed money when they was negotiating the fight in 2022.
Right.
Because I told you guys, you see the turnover with Showtime, right? Mm-hmm. The budget wasn't there.
Right.
Now Showtime has a whole completely different budget. I told you guys, you know this. I've been telling y'all this before they made it public about Showtime even having any changes.
Yeah. I remember super chatting angry because I didn't want it to be true, but what you were saying, it did make sense. And I didn't want to be everybody wanted that fight last year. Yeah, everybody wanted to blame Blue, everybody wanted to blame Terence, everybody wanted to blame everything, but what you said actually came into fruition.
Right.
So how do you feel? How vindicated do you feel?
You know what it is that I feel the same because I already knew it. It's just disappointing that people are not even man enough to say, yo, you know what, you was right. Right. That's where the problem was. See, like this brother here, he's still talking about, well, you knew Bud was negotiating with David Avenesian. And come on, Blue. What part of this don't you understand? Like, I was watching this what's dude name? I think he was from The Sopranos, but the mobster movies, Italian guy. He put up something on Instagram and he said, you can't make people successful if they don't want to. But they can bring you down. Did you hear that? right? So he's
probably
saying
butchered that, Blue.
you can't drag people to want to be successful.
Right.
No.
Okay, got you. That makes sense.
Right. But they can
first
drag
one,
you down to be unsuccessful.
hey, the first one, I was like, you probably butchered that.
Yeah, I butchered that. I tore
that.
that all up, great brother.
We murdered the transmission on this one. This just
Facts.
the whole bottom fell
Facts.
out. But then the second time, I'm
I
like,
messed
okay,
that. I messed it.
I can see it. I can.
Facts. Facts, man. So
yeah. No, I got you.
Right. So people don't. And my point in saying this is people don't want to know the truth. They want to stay. They want to stay dumbfounded because they don't like. People don't like the truth.
Right.
So this dude is still talking about. Yeah. Listen to what he said. Your own brothers don't give you credit. They still favor Spence and his truth.
What do you mean, own brothers?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. My own brothers, but then it don't even make sense. Your common sense. What does that have to do with it? What about your common sense? First you told me about Teddy Atlas and his outlook. Now you're telling me about somebody else's outlook. What about your own common sense? Do you have common sense? Right. Common sense ain't so common. Because I told you, right, regardless of who truth you think, I told you it wasn't happening in 2022 because the budget wasn't there. It didn't happen in 2022.
How did you come up with getting to that so fast, quicker than everyone? And I'm gonna give you your credit. You came up with that with that conclusion quicker than everyone. How did you?
Because I'm being told. I'm privy to I see it.
Information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's just he wasn't. Who fought more than once last year?
You talking about from the PBC?
Right.
No one.
No one. And especially not no big name fighters. Fundora fought.
No one.
Errol Spence fought once. Tank fought once. Keith Thurman fought once. Jamel Charlo fought once.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Jamal Charlo didn't fight at all. David Benavidez fought once.
And what's his name in the chat?
Mr. Boxing.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted, Mr. Boxing. Even the fans that wanted, despite yourself, I was one of the ones that was kicking and screaming because I wanted it to happen. Blue even said I was on out. He was kicking and screaming because he wanted it to happen. But when new evidence presents itself, man, you just can't go with that same narrative. And at that point, I got to question, your sanity or your intellect at that point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So, if new evidence presents itself, you're going to have to look at the evidence. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah. It was funny. I was watching this professor. He was giving a lecture and it was pretty cool. And he was saying sometimes, like, because we're people, sometimes we have like echo chambers. And if you say something that I deem is not true because of my own beliefs, it's almost like you're in a mental war with me. Like you're going to war with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to defend my beliefs to the death. If I don't defend my beliefs, it shatters, everything that I built in my mind, everything that I've, this grandiose story that I have in my mind. It's just sometimes the evidence, could actually point that what you built is not true and it's not there, but you just don't want to let it go. And some people are not easy to, I want to say sway in the direction of evidence. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I was kicking and streaming. I was emotional as well. I was with you, but when it's enough evidence, it's
because you know why? Right? If rocks, see, 90% of people, I always say this: familiarity is stronger than love. Comfortability is stronger than love.
Right.
People will stay in a relationship for 20 years knowing they ain't happy, but they comfortable because they familiar with that person. They know what to expect. There's no surprises. So people will stay in that comfort zone. Right. We know this. So people stay in these comfort zones. That's more familiar than that's more stronger than love. Right. You could love a person, know you love this person more than the person you with, but you familiar with the person you with, and you won't leave them for the person you know you love and the person that you know is good for you.
Right.
You won't do it.
That sounds like my relationship with fried chicken, man.
Right. That's how we are with food, right? No, that's a perfect transition, right?
That's not like my relationship with chicken.
No, but check it, right? With food, we do this.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Right. We comfortable with certain food and we
You know
stick
better.
with it.
You know better. You know
Hey,
better.
how many
You know what I
times you
mean?
go to a restaurant, the same restaurant, and order the same thing?
Same thing.
Menu is this big,
Same thing.
but you order the same thing because it's safe.
It's funny. You can actually look at something and say, "Ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna get that next time." Then as soon as next time come, you make a quick decision.
Right.
You just get the same thing from last time.
Right. You gonna get the same. My brother BFTB Boxing in the building. Go subscribe to my brother BFTB Boxing. What's good, great brother? Yeah, they're always trying to pit everybody against each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing is like I said, like I know what the evidence that I see. I told you guys Showtime was going through changes before anybody else knew Showtime was going through changes. I told y'all. Right? Terence Crawford, Errol Spence didn't get no guaranteed purses when they was negotiating, right? Now they talking about they're gonna get 10 million apiece guaranteed purse. That's from 0 to 10 million?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the difference? What changed in 6 months?
10 million.
Right. But this is what I'm asking you, right, great brother? In 6 months, what made you say, all right, I went from giving you nothing to giving you 10 million?
Because 20 million popped up some way, somehow. We just don't know how. But we do know the one thing that changed was $20 million. You know what I'm saying? Going both ways. We do know that.
We went from
0
back end money to getting
20.
guaranteed purses and back end money now.
However it came about, don't matter. We're just faced with the evidence that it was definitely some money, flowing in now, whereas before it wasn't. Let me ask you this, Blue. I heard an interesting I heard an interesting question, right? On the Boxing Voice. And I was like, I want to give this to the chat. I want to see what Blue say about it.
What's that?
If Tank do fight Devin Haney,
Mm-hmm.
what's the minimum number you think that he should give Devin Haney that's respectable for Devin Haney to take this fight and do it at 135?
6 million.
I think 6.
Yeah, because Dev got 4 million guaranteed. Okay. Give him another 2 million. It's going to do 1 million pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, right.
Right, and give him back end money.
So 6 million in back end money.
Yeah, because he's going to get, when it's all said and done, he's going to get 8 million at least. Right?
Right.
Maybe 10, closer to 10.
Yeah, I would think closer to 10
with the back end money. Six guaranteed up front. Back end money.
That's what you think.
I mean, you ain't gonna get that nowhere else.
I have a let me see.
So you think Dev fight Regis, right?
Right.
He ain't gonna get 6 guaranteed.
No, not on the Regis.
No. Now the risk versus the reward, it might be higher because the risk versus the reward, right?
With
you are fighting Tank.
Right, and you are fighting the cash cow too. I mean, let's take into consideration that the fight that you get with him, the way you
and then what did Ryan get? Because I heard that Ryan got like 10 million.
I don't know what Ryan got. That's a good question. Nobody know Ryan numbers. What did Ryan get?
I gotta look that up because I think somebody said Ryan.
Everybody.
I don't know if Ryan got 10 million. That sounds a little far fetched.
If he got 10 million,
I can see it because that fight was huge, man.
Because here's the thing, everybody keep talking about Devin Haney's 150,000, right? But that's 150,000 or 155,000 with him selling the fight pretty much by himself, because Lomachenko didn't do anything extra to sell this fight
at all.
The push really made people want to buy really made people want to buy the pay-per-view to see him get beat. So at least
Ryan got 2.5 and Tank got 5.
No. Blue, seriously?
Yeah,
2.5?
Yeah, it says according to reports, the fight guaranteed Davis whopping 5 million payout, while Garcia was guaranteed 2.5. This means that regardless of the outcome in the fight, both fighters had a confirmed income of millions of dollars.
2.5? It's rough. Which site is that from?
That's from essentially sports.com.
That's rough for me to 2.5.
Yeah, that's just the guaranteed up front.
I don't know
And
why I
Tank.
thought it would have been more.
But you know what? I read that before. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's on everything.
Oh, it's on everything.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this other one now.
See, guys, the guy who we was talking to before, see, I had something in my mind that is not true, presented by evidence, so I got to shake it off. See, that's just how you do it. You just go ahead and, you know, yeah.
So
So
that's sports.
I could have thought it was
sports.
$5 million.
Well,
Yeah,
Tank got 5.
I could have sworn it was 5 million with Ryan. I don't know why I told myself that.
Yeah, Tank got 5. Ryan got 2.5.
So I've
I
been
thought
lying.
Ryan got more than that for whatever reason, but I guess I was wrong.
What'd you think he
Let's
got?
look at Sporting News. Sporting News. Let's see what they say.
What'd you think he had, Blue?
Who?
All right.
How much he got altogether?
No, I'm saying what'd you think he got for the guaranteed?
Who, Ryan? For Tank?
Yeah, for Tank fight.
Well, it's hard for me to guess it now because
you're looking at the numbers.
Because I'm looking at the numbers, yeah.
I thought he got at least 5.
I think Davis took home Ryan 5 million. Hold on. Garcia earned minimum of 2 million against Howie for doing against Haney and Tago, 1 million. It says it was only about 3 million. So Davis net worth around Ryan Garcia's net worth for 10 million. Let's see.
What you think Ryan and Rolly do?
As far as pay-per-views?
Yeah.
I think it's going to, I don't know if it's going to do millions, but.
No, not millions. I'm not.
Yeah, but I think it's going to sell. Rolly sell a fight, man. Like Shakur just said. You saw what Shakur said? Hey,
I just saw, but I couldn't catch it. I couldn't look at it. I was on my way home.
He ain't right.
What'd he say, Blue?
Yeah, he can't.
The whole back, Blue. What'd he say?
Hey, he say he the biggest con artist in all that. Hey, Shakur, man, you ain't right, bro. Yo, but he called him, hey, he remixed Special Ed. Yo, I gotta play what he said, bro. I gotta play what he said, bro. He remixed. At first I ain't even catch it. I'm like, well, he's like, because he's something. I'm like, man, what is that? Baby, and then I realized it's a remix of Special Ed.
I was dying. He said Rolly fights how he talks. I was like, man, only Blue.
Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that?
He fights how he talks.
Yo, but I said that before Shakur. Didn't I tell you that?
No, I swear to God, when you said that, I just heard him.
Hey. Like, yo, bro, good brother. This dude is wild, bro. And yo, he'll punch you and then be like,
yeah.
It's like, yo, bro.
Blue do the face.
He's like, hey, listen what Shakur said, though. Man. Yeah, listen what Shakur said, bro.
He is the biggest con man in boxing. I think, man, I ain't gonna lie, dude could sell a fight. Like, he one of them dudes, he could talk. He looked like Spede. Like, he looked special ed. Like, so people like attract to that. Like, but
yo, he said he's Spede. Like, yo, bro, I ain't never heard that one.
Wow.
He said, dude is Spede. What's Spede? Special ed.
Or he said Spede.
Spede.
I think
short for Special ed.
Man, I could sell a fight. Like, he one of those dudes, he could talk. He looked like Spede. Like, he looked like Special ed. Like, so people like attract to that. Like, but nah, Rolly can't fight. Rolly Floyd blessed him. That's what I will say. Floyd blessed him for a title shot. He don't deserve that. Like, he ain't no fighter that deserve that. I think Rolly is the biggest con man in boxing.
The fact that he called him a con man.
Dude could sell a fight. Like, he
a con man.
He looked like Spede. Like, like Special ed. Like, so people like attract to that. Like, but
yo, Shakur, you ain't right for that one, champ. He
Hey.
said, yo, he's the biggest con man in boxing.
What? This the cold
A
part
con
about
man,
that.
though.
This the cold part about that.
Yeah.
Rolly can't go spar Shakur and get his respect back. Like, he
can't.
Hey, like, he got to take that on the chin. You know?
Hey, Tay, what's good, Tay? Hey, Spence. Yo, that's wild.
Yo, that's crazy. I never heard it put like that. Now people gonna be calling other people spit ed.
Spit ed. I said, oh, this dude is tripping.
Wow.
Tramel Brown and brother in the super chat dropping that half a bonus in the super chat. He said, salute Blue A side. I remember last year telling everybody, both fighters, what the fight, want the fight. But it wasn't happening because of promotion issues. No matter what, the truth will come out. 100 facts.
You right, Tramel. Yeah.
Right.
And Tramel, did it hurt you? Did it hurt you to say that? I know it did, boy. I know it hurt.
It hurt these other dudes, boy. They can't, boy.
Blue,
what do you say? Blue just happy to get his credit.
What? They're ready to fight the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to fight the messenger, boy.
All I did was tell you, and the worst part is, I never said it was Errol Spence's fault. Never said it was Terence Crawford's fault.
No, you didn't.
I never said it was the PBC fault.
Right.
I said the budget ain't there from the network. That's out of the PBC hands. Right. That's out of Errol Spence hands. That's out of Terence Crawford hands. That has nothing to do with it.
But these fighters, like you kept saying it, but these fighters are not afraid of each other, and they definitely will fight each other.
Yeah, like, I said they both want to fight, but blame had to go somewhere because you ain't see the fight. But instead of blaming the networks, you had to blame. So Terence Crawford is the scapegoat. Easy.
Right.
Oh, he's negotiating. You knew he was negotiating. Now, this is the silliest thing that's ever said, right? You knew he was negotiating with David Avanesian. Mm. Well, they was negotiating for Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman at the same time. What's the difference? Errol Spence just said, no, I'll just wait it out. He said that on ESPN, didn't he?
Right.
Then he said, I'd rather just sit and wait it out.
But it doesn't mean that it wasn't attempts to.
Right. He said they attempted to make other fights with him. He just said, I'm going to sit and wait it out. And Terence Crawford said, I'm going to get a fight in.
There's no difference.
There's no difference.
No, it's no difference. It's just that we get a fight, one we don't.
Right. So one with his time said, I'm just going to sit here and wait it out.
Right.
And the other one said, I'm going to stay active.
Right. That's it.
That's it.
So let me ask you, what's the tone with because I've been listening to some boxing like early half of the day.
Let me address this real quick.
Sure thing.
People can't, like, for the life of me, right? They just can't comprehend, huh? Cash Out Trade. Brother Cash Out Trade said the difference is the challenge Avanesian isn't a challenge. Well, brother, he's more of a challenge than fighting nobody. Yo, you can't make this stuff up. So fighting nobody is more of a challenge than fighting David. Man, come on, man. Go ahead, great brother.
Like I was saying, man, the tone of boxing today, it's a lot of people, man, even people that support Tank was saying, now they saying how aggressive Tank is pursuing Devin Haney, but they think that his team is pursuing Devin Haney because they see just how drained he really is, and just how much effect it's having on his performance. And some people, feel like sour grapes because of that. Because it's like, man, you could have robbed us of a great fight, if Devin can't make the weight no more. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's it's always going to come off as an excuse, right? Mm-hmm. But the facts remain the facts. Is that but the facts is always going to remain the facts. Is that we know he struggles to make the weight. He makes the weight, but it's not easy for him to make the weight, right? And so now to fight Tank and not be at your very best, it suffers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, his performance might suffer. It may not.
What do you think will happen on the later rounds? You know, specifically after that 8.
And see, that's the thing, right?
Right.
The thing about it is, it's hard for me to tell because Lomachenko has that effect on everybody he fights. They fade in the second half, right? Mm-hmm. Because of the angles, the mental pressure, the chess match, right?
Right.
Tank does the same thing. So was it the weight cut?
We don't know.
We don't know. Was it just the pressure from Lomachenko?
We don't know.
We don't know. So I know this. Tank is going to put the same type of pressure.
Yeah.
Mentally, if not more, because he got one punch knockout power.
And that's ever present while you're in the ring with him. It's always there.
So my thing is, does Devin be as aggressive as he was? I don't think he respected Lomachenko. Well, I know he ain't respect Lomachenko as much as he gonna respect Tank. So does he decide to stay on the outside? Because he was coming on the inside. He was being aggressive with the body work.
Right. He moved forward that fight.
Yeah, he was moving forward. Does he just start off and just boxes in a reacting manner instead of being active? Just stay reactive?
In my opinion, I think he's going to need to box. I don't think he's going to need to. I don't think he's going to need to be a pressure fighter with Tank, because Tank rely on you to come to him. Seldomly have I ever seen Tank pursue someone. Mm-hmm. I mean, really pursue and get after them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Tank is so good at being patient that he knows that the other person know that he has the power to knock them out. Right. So in their mind, they almost have to steal those rounds very early on because he give up early rounds. Right. But even if you are a fighter that is very, let me see. Even if you're a fighter that is very, cautious about what it is that you're doing with Tank, Tank will wait you out. And I don't know how that fight will play out with Devin if Tank decides to pursue. I never seen Tank pursue, so I don't know how he looks. So this is a whole nother thing that can happen. If Tank is on hot pursuit, what the hell Devin do then? Mm-hmm. He's already playing it safe and at a distance, but now Tank is pursuing him. You don't go into a gunfight with him. You see what I'm saying? I never ever. I mean, from sparring videos, so I've never seen Tank pressure someone. I just never seen that. Have you ever seen it? Any fights, any sparring? I've never seen it. I always see him control the pace.
Because he mentally sets these traps that forces you to chase him. Mm-hmm. He does just enough every fight, every sparring session I see to make you chase him. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it, but whatever he's doing, he ends up making you chase him. Right. The last time I saw him come forward was when he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. But even then, majority of the fight, he was going backwards. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen him. He never Sean Porter someone. I never seen that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how that fight play out. At first I would say Devin box him, stay on the outside, such don't get hit. But now see, that's the thing. Like Dixie Freely said, jab, move, clinch. If I'm Devin, you can't clinch Tank. No. And he's gonna compute that. He's not the average boxer. So he's gonna compute that. Calvin is not an idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah. His corner is no joke. But anyway, Tank fights when you go to clinch him. Right. He throws uppercuts to the chest, to the body. Right. He's not gonna play with that. Yeah, he's not gonna allow that. He defends clinches very, very, very well. Here's what I don't like, Blue. See, at first, Tank was a little bit apprehensive about taking a fight with Devin. Now they seem aggressive. I don't know what nature is going to come out of him. I don't know if he got it in his mind he want to walk through Devin. He has the power to walk through anybody he want to walk through. Mm-hmm. He has the power. He has the chin. He has the ability. I'm just being honest with you. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right.
how they're pursuing Devin now, he will have to fight a perfect fight. I mean, he will have to fight a perfect fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, Devin, and I believe he's capable of doing it.
Right.
I don't think that he'll fight like he fought Lomachenko.
No, absolutely won't.
He got to fight tall, stay disciplined, use his jab. He got to make it a boring fight.
Yeah,
a vanilla fight, like Ishmael Barrasso did with Rolly.
right.
1-2, not necessary to go out of character. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Just jab, use your distance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I would love to see how Devin will handle it if Tank do decide to pressure him. What do he decide to do? You see what I'm saying? Because it will happen. It can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Tank
it's going to happen. Because at some point in time, Tank is going to get he will get aggressive in spurts.
He's not no Cambosis. And
no, he's going to get aggressive in spurts.
Yeah. Those spurts can cost you a good night.
He'll go to the high guard. He did it with Hector Garcia.
Yeah.
He did it with Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios.
And definitely with Ryan Garcia, he was in high guard with a smile in his face. I was like, it's
smiling at him because he seen all his punches coming a mile away.
You know what I mean?
He saw every single punch coming a mile. My best part was when Tank caught him and then said, "Oh,
yeah." See, that's what I don't like, Blue. Tank know when he has you hurt.
Right.
That takes some development from a fighter.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Tank knows when he
as soon as he hit him, he said, "Oh."
He said, and you don't want Tank saying, "Oh."
Yeah, right? When he said, "Oh," I said, "Oh, that's wild." And that was a body punch. You know that, right?
Him admiring his work, that's the worst thing ever.
Right.
No.
And that was the body punch in this.
Yeah, that was the last
punch.
He said, "Oh," and then
he said, "Oh, got you."
That's what made Ryan like, nah.
Ryan was like, "Nah, bro. This dude he's super accurate too."
Yeah, yeah.
He don't waste punches.
1000%. So I don't know.
It's like I definitely feel like they feel like they saw something in Dev though.
Put it like
and
this.
They watched Lomachenko land the left hand.
Tank is not the person I want to see get excited and get overconfidence in doing something because he have all the ability to do what he wants to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He has that ability. I'm not saying that he can do what he want to do against Devin or Core, but for the most part, Tank is one of the people that can do what they want to do.
Pretty much.
Like the Russell. What's his name?
Anton. Yeah.
He can do what he want to do. And he
Pretty
got a
much.
chin to do it.
Right.
You don't want that guy getting excited. You really don't. He a dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be hell for him. It's gonna be hell for Shakur and anybody else. You see what I'm saying?
You know, but like I said, they gotta discipline is the key.
Yeah.
If you can't stay disciplined with Tank,
because the only person
got undisciplined in the second half.
The only person we seen go 12 rounds with him stayed disciplined, which was
Isaac Cruz. And he didn't do enough because he stayed so disciplined.
Yeah.
He wasn't active enough.
Right, but I think that's because that was physical attributes. It wasn't from the lack of trying; it's just that he couldn't really get the tank.
Couldn't get, that's what's you in a lose-lose situation.
With what? I mean, on a scale of 1 through 10, how much do you want to see that fight again? 2.
Oh, Devin, Isaac Cruz and Tank.
Isaac Cruz and Tank.
Oh, like I didn't think it was as close as people made it out to be.
Could you find 3 rounds to give Isaac Cruz?
No, I thought Tank won 10 rounds to 2.
I thought it was a wash, and I think 2 rounds is charitable. I thought it was a wash.
Yeah, he was aggressive, and he did land some punches every now and then.
I thought it was a wash.
I'm not eager to see that. I'm not in a rush to see that fight. I didn't think it was. I don't think it's necessary.
I thought it was a wash. I'm not that.
That's why I said like you saw I did the video and I'm like by default.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, by default, right.
Yeah, because the next best fighter for Tank is Isaac Cruz, if no Shakur and no Devin.
I prefer the Shakur or even Loma. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, a Loma.
I would rather see Loma over Isaac Cruz. Honest with you.
Now that you mention it, yeah, Loma. But you know what the thing is, when you start getting down and you start narrowing it down and process by elimination, do Top Rank want to make that fight?
With Loma?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Who else is he gonna fight? You see what I'm saying?
And do Tank want to split? You know what I'm saying? Do Showtime want to do all? It's a lot to get Loma. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, who else is Loma gonna fight? I mean, is he gonna fight subpar opponents or?
Yeah, because he's gonna fight somebody. He's gonna fight somebody for that vacant belt. He should be fighting Shakur Stevenson next.
Yeah,
that makes sense. They both there.
What do you think about Loma and Frank Martin even mixing it up with them two?
I like the fight itself, but I don't see it happening because, well, first of all, I know it ain't gonna happen. Frank Martin fighting July 15th.
Right.
So I know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that'll be a fun fight. But yeah, him and Shakur Stevenson for a vacant belt, I don't see him. I don't see him beating Shakur. I'm just being honest with you.
And that another thing is, if Dev goes to 140 and fight Regis, he's not coming back down.
He's not coming back down. Yeah, he's stuck by that. Yeah,
ain't no way. Ain't no way.
So Regis, right? If not Regis, who would you want to see Dev fight?
The winner of Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez.
You only gonna see him steal Rolly belt?
Yeah. No. Hey, listen. Because you know what? Right? Hey, he's gonna fight Ryan and lose it. So we're gonna get
the freest belt ever.
Yeah, because you know what? This is my method, and it's no slight or disrespect to Rolly. It's just, I mean, it just is what it is, right?
Man, so sped ed.
So sped ed. So if Dev fight Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor winning, picks up that belt. Ryan fights Rolly, picks up that belt.
Ooh, the Three Kings is back at 140.
Three Kings, and that unification bout is huge.
Yeah,
Ryan versus Devin is huge.
That is true.
It's huge.
That is true. And then T.O. and Devin has history, so
right.
And it don't matter, even if T.O. mix it up with Ryan, that's a fun fight to me.
T.O. and Dev have history, right?
T.O. and Dev have history, but what I'm saying is, even if Ryan and T.O. decide to mix it up, that's another fun fight too. Yeah, I'll watch that fight.
But Rolly and Ryan is fun just because of the buildup.
Yeah, Rolly and Ryan.
The buildup itself is going to be hilarious.
I think Rolly got him though in Mount game with I think Rolly
for sure. But you know what it is? Ryan's going to be more. He's going to be more comfortable because he don't have to make. It's not a catch weight. He's not draining himself, so he'll be more vocal.
They're gonna view it like Ryan got to beat him up because people don't perceive Rolly as a serious boxer. They don't take him serious.
If Ryan follows the blueprint of Derrick James, that's an easy fight for him.
Yeah, right.
He'll pick him apart.
I've seen Rolly get picked apart with the basic 1-2, like
Jackson Mariñez.
Basic 1-2.
Jackson Mariñez.
Right. So
Quincy Carter, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue and my brother A-Side. He said, Blue, thoughts on if Bud has the power to hurt EJ, do you think that will lower Errol's punch output? Nope. He does have the power to hurt him, and I believe he will hurt him, but that ain't going to stop Errol Spence from coming forward. Not at all.
Who will Clarissa Shields fight? Who's
the Hannah Gabriel's fight got canceled because Hannah Gabriel's tested positive, and they saying that hey man, boxing is so wild. It's such the wild west.
Yeah.
Did you hear her reasoning for popping?
No, I didn't hear it. That's why I wanted to ask you. Did you catch anything?
Her reasoning for popping is that she you can't make this stuff up in boxing, bro. That she was giving steroids to her dog. And that's somehow, yeah. You heard me right. Yeah, she was giving her dog some Hey, bro, this is wild, man. Only in boxing, bro.
Spit it, bro. I promise you.
Spit it, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, that's so wild. Like when I saw that, I'm like, all right, man, come on, man.
Yeah,
Boxing is quickly becoming a joke. Like,
yeah, that's crazy, man.
What are we talking about here?
I'd have took the tea. I said I took the tank. I drunk the same tea as you know what I'm saying.
Like, bro, what are we talking about here?
I don't know, Canelo's camp. I don't know. I'd have said the tea.
Now, steroids is equivalent to, you know what I'm saying, cocaine or something. You know what I'm saying? You got
the rubbing cream, Blue.
Yeah, you got to put on gloves when you get like. Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here, man? It's getting outrageous, bro. Lance Shepard, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said that Mario Barrios fight, Tank was coming forward like another thing. Tank don't get enough respect on his defense. No, he didn't start coming forward against Mario Barrios until like the 5th, 6th round.
Yeah, what's the 5th round? 5th round on up. Yeah,
that whole fight he was boxing on the back foot.
But to your credit, Lance, he did come forward though. So yeah,
in the second half,
that's a good one.
Because that's when Floyd was like, "Yo, bro, you losing."
Right. Hey, and Lance, you lost your mind if you say that we don't give respect to Tank's defense. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Tank is I don't know if this is your first time here, but Tank is the most complete fighter. If he was 5'10" or 5 foot, he would be hell on wheels. We say it all the time. He's a complete fighter. That's defensive.
All facts. That's
defensive as well.
David Jackson, brother in the super chat, he said Dev fighting Tank at 135 is a disadvantage for Dev.
Yeah, 1,000%, man. 1,000%, Jackson. You're right on the money.
Yeah, the problem is it just comes off as an excuse. Hey, Dixie Freely, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue A-side. Do you think that EJ's minimal or lack of head movement will catch up to him in this fight? In that no man's land area. Hey, hold on 1 second, Ray, brother.
Sure thing. I'll address that question. Yeah, I mean, me and Blue have said that plenty of times with EJ, man. He's a special fighter. Don't get it twisted. EJ is uber talented. He has a good jab. You know how to stick behind that jab. And Derek Jackson know what to do with him. But Terence Crawford, let's be honest, he is an apex predator. I mean, Terence Crawford he's the top of the food chain. So whereas with some people you can leave your head in that that danger zone and you not get hurt as bad, or you can take their punches, or you take one to land 2 of yours, that type of thing. You don't want to do that same thing against Terence Crawford. And that's the exact thing that me and Blue and a couple of other panelists came on and said that we actually, we actually start to get afraid for EJ because he likes to play in that area. And plenty of times, Dixie, you can attest to this as well. Plenty of times we've seen Terence Crawford knock people out in that danger zone, kind of like that middle. It's not too close, not on the outside, but right in that middle zone where Terence will clip you with something, man, and he can finish you. He can definitely finish you. And, with that's why it's such a nip and tuck fight. Some days I feel like EJ is going to win because of the amount of pressure he's going to put on him, the jab that he's going to put on him. He's so heavy-handed. He has the thudding punches, Some days I'm like, yeah, EJ may edge this one out. He may hurt Terence. But then, the next day I may feel like, EJ like to play in danger zones too much. Sometimes, he do leave his head on the line. Sometimes he do back straight up. And Terence Crawford, he's known to make you miss and make you pay simultaneously. You're talking about a counter puncher. He's one of the best to ever do it. Switch fighters, power in both hands, carry his power throughout, the fight. Man, that's something, just something that you're just going to seesaw, your way with this fight until the time where we actually see the fight. So I know some people got EJ, and I know some people got Terence Crawford. It's just one of them things, man. We just don't know. It's a true 50-50 fight. So to try to sit here and give you a honest answer about who is going to win that fight and how they're going to win, no one can can tell you that right up front. But no, I definitely do appreciate your super chat I'd love to know if you put it in the chat, who do you think is going to win and how do you think they're going to win? And most importantly, do you still think that every day? Because the problem with me is it changes almost every single day. Every day, man. It's to the point where it's like sometimes I'm thinking Bud, and it's like sometimes I think Errol is going to take it. So yeah, it's just one of those things, man. We truly don't know. He can get clipped though. The shortest answer, yes, he can absolutely get clipped with something, and he can absolutely get hurt. He can hurt Terence as well. You know what I mean? Let me look at the chat 1 second so I can see what you guys are saying. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. It's a 50-50 fight. Totally agree with you. Hold on. So who do you guys have winning out of Gervonta Tate Davis versus Devin Haney if they were to fight right now? And most importantly, if Tank was to win, would you give him his full props after waiting so long and knowing that Devin Haney is now drained and knowing that Devin Haney is now much more susceptible to being hurt by his punches because, he's pretty much depleting himself to even make weight? Would you guys want Tank to have full credit for beating a drained Devin Haney? Tell me why. I see Tank. Somebody said I got Tank winning. Nice. What about a catch weight? Catch weight. Would you guys accept the catch weight? That's a good question. I think Miguel said that. Would you guys accept the catch weight between Devin and Tank? And would you guys rather it be that so Devin can be at a good weight? Somebody said they got Haney. Okay. Somebody said, what weaknesses can Errol take advantage of? I'm guessing from Crawford. I mean, Crawford is a dog in and of itself, and we know that that Spence is he got a granite chin. They can get into a dog fight, and would it be in a 50-50 fight? If your boxer is a great boxer, great counter puncher, and can stay on the outside and box and move, you don't want that person getting into a dog fight with somebody he's 50-50 with by nature of 50-50. That means he have the 50% chance of knocking him out and he have 50% chance of being knocked out. So I will always want to play to my competitive advantage. If I'm EJ, I will want to play to my competitive advantage. If I'm Terence Bud Crawford, I want to play to my competitive advantage. Whenever we're in a mutual zone where both of us can equally have the equal opportunity of being knocked out, I don't like those odds. I just like pushing odds in my favor. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Somebody said I got Devin beating Tank at 140, but at 135, Tank will stop a weight drain Devin. No, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that, and I can also see Tank being more bullish at 135. You get it? Because he know that he's healthier. He know that he's the fresher fighter at that weight. And if he's fresher than Devin at that weight, and he take Devin into deep waters, man, that can spell disaster. Because some of the bombs that Lomo's hitting Devin with, if Tank decide to hit Devin with those bombs, man, it could be a bad night for him. Okay, so no, I see what you're saying, Lance. You saying that I really don't see. You saying that you really don't see people talking about Tank's defense like that. You hear them talking about Haney and Shakur's defense. Yeah, I get it because see when you uber talented like Tank, right? You do everything right, but you're also blessed with the power of knockout. People are just going to highlight that attribute more. I don't know if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? They're going to highlight that attribute amongst the other ones. Even though you have great footwork, right? You got great head movement. You move lateral. You can move backwards. You can fight off the back foot. You can do all these things, right? But most people are casuals, and most people can understand a knockout. And even boxing enthusiasts can understand knockouts. So they're going to highlight that attribute. Yes, you have all the other things, but that's just going to stick out like a sore thumb. Now, let's juxtapose that with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Devin Haney, right? His attribute we don't call his attribute out about his defense so much so. We say his jab, right? Devin Haney can fight off the back foot. Devin Haney can move lateral. Devin Haney can he got great defense, right? And some say he got pop, right? But we all go to his jab, right? That's just what stands out the most. Whatever sticks out the most, that's the attribute we tie to that fighter more often than not. Shakur Stevenson, he's a well-rounded fighter. Fast twitch muscles, move lateral, box off the back foot. You know, his defense is perfect. It's impeccable. Tyson may say it's impregnable, right? But that's what's highlighted because it sticks out. It's glaring. It's right there. You see what I'm saying? So each fighter have their own thing that sticks out about them. So when we say Tank, the reason why we don't bring up his defense so much is because his ability to knock you out is just so big. It's highlighted. So we're going to point to that first, right? It's not diminishing anything else. Just want to point to that first. And Shakur, his defense is so sound. You know, he got a great jab and all these other things, but because it's so sound, we're going to point to that first. Devin Haney, his jab is so beautiful. It whips and it snaps. Everything else he does good, but we're just going to point to that first. Whichever attribute is the best, that's just the one we're going to point out. It doesn't diminish their other qualities.
Mm-hmm. Lance Shepard, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dip on your boy Blue and A side. He said, I really don't be hearing people talk about Tank's defense like that. Everybody, I'm from Houston, and they talk Shakur Stevenson defense and Haney's defense. Because
yeah, that's what I was just addressing. I'd love for your intake on that.
Yeah, because his power overshadows everything.
Right.
So everybody's enamored with his power. That's their specialty. Shakur has the best defense in boxing. Devin is extremely slick and defensive minded. You don't look at Tank's defense because his opponents are not very active, for one. And two, when they are active, they do touch him. Regardless if it's Miss Joette, Peace Bus Queen, how you doing today? Regardless,
Young.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry about that, Blue.
No,
Young had asked me, do I got a channel? Young had asked me, do I got a channel? I told him it would be coming soon. I want your input on it. All right.
Yeah, so it's based off of it's strategic if he lets you hit him or not. Right? But at the end of the day, he gets hit. He gets hit more than they do. And that's probably because they can't afford to get hit as much as he get hit. Because he got the one hitter quitter.
And a granite chin.
He got a granite chin. Now they you know, outside of Dev getting buzzed by Linares, you don't really see them getting hurt either. But the thing about it is that they they don't have that one punch equalizing power. You see what I'm saying? They don't have that. So
and it's hard to bring up the other attributes when he has that attribute. Just it's right there. It's glaring. It's there.
Right. It's like I always say, you know, is that everybody gets enamored with his power.
Yeah, always. And it's hard not to.
Right. So
it's hard not to.
Hey, Toon, man, you be doing a lot of talking, everything but clicking the link.
What Toon say?
Oh, now they're making an excuse and saying Devin is weight drained. Ain't nobody said that. I mean, it's obvious.
No. I mean, if you cannot physically see that Devin is weight drained and hear him say it, then we're just gonna go to facts. The facts are Devin had to get on scale 3 times to make weight for the Lomachenko fight. That's fine. So you don't have to take our word no more. Just take the facts. We ain't gonna make no more excuses. By your admission, we're not gonna make no excuses. Just look at the facts.
So it's like it's clear as day. He make weight. It's not easy. Period. They all said it. Didn't Tank say he was a middleweight? Didn't Shakur say he was a middleweight? Didn't Lomachenko say he was a light heavyweight or a heavyweight? I mean, they said it.
Right. Right. No, they absolutely did.
And he's been saying for years that he plans on moving up sooner rather than later.
Yeah, SRT. I do believe Regis and Haney is a great fight, man. That's a great fight.
Like I tell people, right? You don't duck Tank Davis to fight Regis Prograis.
No.
Right. Anybody that knows boxing, right, knows that you ain't ducking Tank Davis to fight Regis Prograis.
Right.
Bro arguably is one round away from being the undefeated, undisputed junior welterweight. He lost a split decision to Josh Taylor. And I believe he would have beat Jose Ramirez.
Right.
So he's one fight removed, that Josh Taylor fight, from being the undisputed junior welterweight and undefeated on top of it.
No, I agree 1,000%.
Yeah. And undefeated on top of it.
Right. Harris, we addressed that on the last stream. Pretty much, these fighters can say what they want to say, but their body is going to tell them whether they can or can't do something. A lot of the times they want to appease the audience and the fans and say, yeah, I'm making weight easy, because they know you want to hear that. But in all actuality, he's not making weight easy. Blue brought up the story about Mikey Garcia being in the elevator, spitting in a bucket.
No, he was dry heaving. Nothing was coming out.
Right?
Nothing was coming out.
Nothing was coming out. But I guarantee you, if you look at the interviews, people will say, how's weight coming along, champ? Oh, weight coming along good. This is the best camp I ever had. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like a cliche at this moment. But nah, man.
Miss Joette said he
make weight.
Miss Joette said he clearly said he wasn't weight drained.
Okay. That's not what the scale said.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Joette. Did Errol Spence ever tell you he was weight drained? Did he ever once tell you he was weight drained? Did you ever hear Errol Spence once tell you he was weight drained? Has anybody here ever heard Errol Spence say he was weight drained? Anybody? Anybody here tell me they heard Errol Spence say he was weight drained?
No, I don't see anyone. Yeah, they said no, never, no.
But we all know he makes it abundantly clear. He told us on record, Errol Spence, I'm a grown man trying to fight at 147. I'm only staying here to accomplish one thing, is become undisputed. Right? So Errol Spence don't have to tell you he's weight drained. He ain't never going, none of them going to tell you they weight drained. But it's our simple common sense. You can look at them and tell that they're weight drained. They don't have to tell you anything. Right. She said, not me personally, but we're not talking about Spence.
Yeah, but he's still a fighter, so it's comparable. If we're talking about a property and we use
it's the same comparison.
Right. It's the
They've
same
both
thing.
been in one division for all this time, and neither one of them is easy to make the weight. What are we talking about?
It's apples for apples. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to give you another comparable to Devin Haney. And it's not necessarily for you.
Errol Spence just said when Danny Garcia fought, what's the first thing Errol Spence tweeted out? Man, I can't wait to move up. I know that extra weight felt great. He just said that. As soon as Danny Garcia fought against Jose Benavidez Jr., he said, I know that extra weight felt great. What do you think he's talking about?
Yeah,
they don't have to tell us this. It's just simple common sense.
I like Errol's comment too. It really makes sense. He said, who would tell their opponent that they're weight drained? You don't want to tell your opponent, hey guys, I'm weight drained. I'm tired as hell.
But let me show you something.
Right.
Like I just said, it's just common sense.
No, I got you.
Every fighter that gets off the scale, what's the first thing they go do? Rehydrate.
Yeah.
They have Pedialyte, Gatorade, Powerade, sugar water, the first thing they do when they get off the scale is rehydrate because they are what? Weight trained.
And those are for the ones that can make the weight. What about the ones that are super, like they can't make the weight and they still have to do the hard thing, which is make weight? It's hard for people in the like. It got to be tough for Tank to make weight. It's always tough for a fighter to make weight, and that's his weight division. So how do you
miss weight twice?
How do you think Devin feel?
But A-side, Tank missed weight twice.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not hard to understand.
What do you mean, yo, when you say weight bullies? What constitutes someone as a weight bully? You know, what advantages do you have being a weight bully when you have to suck yourself down, you know, and risk your health in order to fight someone? I think it'd be better to. Mickey B actually spoke about that.
Hey, A-side. You see me sitting here right now, right?
Yeah.
If I'm 15 pounds lighter,
right,
tomorrow, do I got to tell you I'm 15 pounds lighter?
No.
You can see I'm 15 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
But if you say, hey, bro, well, I ain't losing no weight. If I sit and tell you I ain't losing no weight, then you can go and tell people, well, he said he ain't losing weight. Like, what are we talking about here?
When he looks like he's losing weight, yeah.
You can clearly see that man is losing weight.
Yeah, exactly.
What did Loma say when he got off the scale? It took him 3 times to make weight. Didn't Lomachenko say that? It took Dev 3 times to make weight. I mean, come on. You expect them to tell you, like, again, what fighter you know going into any fight tell you they had a terrible training camp? They ain't never gonna tell you that.
It don't make sense to.
They ain't gonna tell you they got an injury. They ain't gonna tell you none of that.
Right.
It's just a common sense as a human being.
It gives
you know they're human beings.
Opponent. Right. They just told you that they have a problem making weight and that they drain. Oh, okay. You weak.
Right.
You know what I mean? You weak. You're not at your best.
Right. So. Ain't no fighter gonna tell you. It's common sense. They don't have to tell you their weight drain. You can see it for yourself. Period.
Okay. True enough, Joette, that he did say that if you can make the weight, then you know that's the weight you are in your weight class. But we're talking about Devin Haney right now, you know, versus Tank. Do we truly want the fight where Devin can say, you know,
but this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying, right, Armstrong? You made the weight that time.
Right. And that's what I was about to do.
Right. You made the weight that time.
Right.
That means you fighting at your weight. That don't mean you could make it tomorrow.
But here's the thing. This is my follow-up to that. Do you want a quality fight where you have two best boxers at their prime and feeling great and that quality of a fight? Or do you want Devin to be drained in order to get that fight? And would you, and I'd ask that in the beginning, would you give Tank the credit if you know that you have a drained Devin Haney and the Devin Haney that's not at 100%? Would you give Tank the credit?
But A-side, see, that's the thing. They don't care. They're never going to admit that they know Devin Haney is drained. They're just going to say Tank won. They can see Devin Haney on a scale like this.
Yeah.
They're going to say, well, he made weight. He made weight.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They ain't never going to say, hey, bro, he don't look correct. They're going to say he made weight and then he got knocked out. I mean, come on, man. It's just Oscar De La Hoya made weight against Manny Pacquiao when they fought. What they fought? They catch weight at 144?
I want to say, I can't remember.
Or something of that magnitude, right?
Right. If I believe if we have two prime fighters, I mean, and these are legacy fights that we're talking about, guys. We're not talking about, you know, nothing to sneeze at. We're talking about legacy fights. Like,
now let me say this too. Miss Joette said, then tell them to drop the belts and move up. Plus Devin wants to fight. So now here's the thing. Did you know? See, this is why I be telling y'all. Y'all got to pay attention before y'all be making these comments. Did you know that Tank had the 130 pound WBA super belt and had no plans to fight at 130? The WBA had to make him drop the belt. He wasn't going to drop the belt. He simultaneously held the WBA super title at 130, the regular title at 135 and 140. The WBA stepped in and said, bro, you got to make a decision.
Right.
And Tank said, I can't make 30.
Right. It's the same
I
thing.
don't plan to fight at 140. The first belt he dropped was the 140 belt because he said, I'm not comfortable there. So the fighters ain't going to drop the belts. That's not going to happen. Stop asking them to do something that's not going to happen. They're not going to drop the belts. They're going to be forced to drop the belts. Period. Why? Why do they do that, A-side? You know why? Because they don't want to look like they're ducking.
Right. Of course.
So they'd rather be stripped than for them to vacate it.
Right. No, it makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
You know why? More than likely, Errol Spence didn't fight multiple fights because he probably can't make the weight multiple times.
So he's picking and choosing which fight.
So he'd rather wait for the Terence Crawford training camp to get down to that weight for one last time, and then he's going to go up to 154.
Right, it makes sense.
He's not going to try to deplete his body 2 times. Let me deplete it again, and let me deplete it in February to fight Keith Thurman. Then I'm going to deplete it again in whenever I fight Terence Crawford. No, I can't do that.
Somebody said Devin Haney on his Carnelo's tour.
Yeah.
Very wow. The chat undefeated. That's very wow.
It's not a fact of weight draining, Miss Joette. It's that the fighters, their bodies are pushed to the limit. Period. So we stop asking them to do something that they physically can't do. If Devin Haney physically can't do the weight, he can't make the weight. It's just that simple. So he don't have to tell you that. You can see it. When he got off anybody was there. If I call my brother Big Rich, watch this, right? I'm going to show and prove. Because y'all just be thinking that, I don't know what, y'all be thinking I be making up stories. I'll be trying to give y'all as much information as possible. Watch this.
Let's do it.
Boo, what's up?
What's good, my guy?
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, nothing. Hey, when Dev got off the scale in the morning when we went there, what's the first thing I said?
You said that he looked sucked up.
Exactly. As soon as he got off the scale, before we said anything, before we did anything, then the first thing I said was, he's drained.
Yep. He looked drained.
That's what I was trying to tell the people.
Yeah, because, I mean, see, the way I look at it this from a whole different angle. I look at it like, how is it fair that you want Dev to come down in all this weight and you think he gonna be at his best?
Right.
I mean, how's that fair? I mean, you know, he only took the Lomo fight was for legacy. He wasn't taking that fight because of anything else but legacy.
Right.
He wants to show y'all, let y'all know that I am the shit. I'll come down and wait to fight this dude. And I fought my ass off. He fought his ass off, and it was a good fight.
Right.
Right.
So if y'all say that he all that, then I'm all that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I dropped all the weight to get this dude.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
That's why I was trying to tell people that.
So
because when I'm trying to explain to people that didn't see it, they see the weigh-in. They don't see what we saw. So as soon as he got off the scale, at what time, Rich, in the morning?
It was 9 o'clock?
8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning.
8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning.
He had his hood on, head down, and
we saw the whole thing. We saw the whole, when he got into the truck and the whole 9 yards, we saw everything.
Right. And the first thing he came out the door, I said, Oh man, he drained.
He drained.
He's drained. So, but I just wanted to call you and tap in with you with that real quick.
Yeah, because I mean, it's crazy because people don't know that what Dev had to go through to even get that fight.
Right.
And that's part of it.
Right. So.
Yeah. All right, brother.
All right, great brother.
Okay.
All right.
So I like what someone just said, Blue. Funny thing, someone just said, but moving up to 140, he's moving in a weight class with a bunch of killers. A weight class he won't get a win in. That tells you what type of person you're dealing with, because moving up to another weight class is dangerous in and of itself because you've never been there and you got to get acclimated. This dude went for Regis program. So you have to give him his respect. You have to. You see what I'm saying? Because even when Tank went up to 140, he didn't fight no Regis.
Right.
I'm just being honest with you. He didn't. He didn't call no Regis' name. I want to say Regis started calling his name.
ASAP.
Yeah. I want to say it happened the other way. So, I mean, trust me, nobody wants the Devin Haney versus Tank fight more than I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure.
Right.
Blue.
So what people don't understand is that he physically can't do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Period. And so guess what? Then y'all talking about, oh, well, he signed the contract. Oh, well, it don't matter. It's part of the sport. Well, that's how fighters get killed. That's how they get killed in the ring.
Exactly.
So y'all be saying that, but you won't do it. That's how they get killed in the ring. You know where you deplete that comes from? Your brain. That comes from your brain. So why y'all sitting here talking about, oh, well, he signed the contract, he did this. They do that for you. And then y'all don't even have the decency to respect the sacrifices that they make for you, the fans.
This is true. 1000%, Dixie. This is true. Yeah.
That's what they do it for.
Yeah.
They do it for your entertainment. The dude is attempting to make the weight to fight the best. And here y'all come here talking about, well, he should be doing this. And that's part of the game. And nobody told him to sign the contract.
Whereas Tank moved up. How many times did Tank move up? What, 3 times?
Tank moved up from 26 to 40.
Tank moved up. So you know this is a comfortable weight. Shakur moved up. Devin haven't moved up not one time. Y'all give no leeway to Devin, none.
Right.
And then now, because we have to take into account of how we get here. Devin has been calling Tank out for the last 2.5 to 3 years. He's been calling Tank out. Tank and his team wanted no parts of Devin Haney. The moment Devin Haney looked dry and or vulnerable, now Tank is in hot pursuit of Devin Haney. If you're gonna have some smoke, it needs to go both ways. Tank needs to be held accountable as well, because to me that looked like a coward move. Now that's what I'm saying. To me, it looked like he was scared. I'm just saying that's what it looks like to me. Tank has also said, "I want to fight you, Devin Haney, next. I'm not out my contract." He meant to say, "I'm out my contract, so me and you can fight." Right after that Devin Haney fight, where he looked the sharpest he ever looked at his peak, we heard nothing from Tank and or his team, to the tune of it took Blue to get online with them while his daughter was at the hospital with the baby, with his first grandchild coming, telling Tank to his face he believed the only 3 people that can beat you is Devin, Shakur, Gervonta Tank Davis himself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't mind if they fight at 140. And if Dev lose, he lose.
I don't mind it either. But what I'm saying is, let it be at a healthy weight. I would love for it to be for undisputed. But if it can't be at undisputed.
Right. My thing is just this. Like you said, if you can't, hey, bro, I believe, and maybe he will attempt to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? But bro look drained when he got off the scale in the morning. That's before the Lomachenko fight. So you can't say, oh, you're saying that as an excuse. No, as I told you, and as my brother Big Rich just told you, I was the first one right in front of the scales, right in the first weigh-in that y'all did not see. Okay, y'all saw the cosmetic version, right? Y'all saw the makeup version, the entertainment, right? So before that, when they got on the scale the first time, the first thing I said when he got off the scale, no cameras or nothing. Hey, bro, look drained.
That's the first thing going through your head.
No, I said it out loud to everybody, right there. He looked drained.
You know Devin.
And then
in Devin's house,
yeah.
so you know what he
and
looks
then
like.
Loma said it took him 3 times to make the weight.
Right.
He made the weight, but that don't mean that you at your best. Like Mickey Bay just told us. Yeah, you can make the weight, but that you're doing yourself a disservice is not an advantage, it's a disadvantage.
Right.
That's what it is. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all just, hey man, and then something happens. This be the kicker. Then something happens, right? Then everybody be like, man, I can't believe, man, they should have did this and they should have did that, or blaming his father, or blaming this person, or he should have just moved up. Man, come on, man. Dev, if he attempt to make the weight, then he attempt to make the weight.
Right.
I'm not making no excuses. We're not making excuses. We're just saying that
we're noticing that Tank is on hot pursuit now. After we're visibly seeing Devin is drained and seeing Devin is not performing what looks to be not at his highest at 135 anymore. Now Tank is in hot pursuit. We're just calling that out. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to fight more. Blue, how long you been talking about this fight? The last 2 years?
Forever and a day. I wanted to fight ASAP.
You see what I'm saying? How long you been talking about this fight? It's not. This isn't the first time you spoke about this fight.
Right. Bernard Thomas said Bill and Dev keep saying they want to fight. It makes sense though. Can't have it both ways. Okay. Now let me ask you a question, Bernard Thomas. This is what I'm gonna tell you again. Your all common sense goes right out the window when it's a fight that you favor. Lomachenko, did he not? A-side, he just told us I shouldn't be fighting at 35. I really want to go back down and fight on Noi Inoue, the monster. Yeah. Do you really think he's going down to 126? He just said he should be fighting at 126. And he want to fight the monster Inoue at 126 or the winner of him and Cool Boy Steph. Do you really think that Vasyl Lomachenko is going to go all the way down to 126? No, they ain't not even at 26, right? They're at 22, right?
I thought it was at 26. Is that
no, 22? I think they're at 22.
Is it?
Yeah, because Inoue is a Cool Boy is a 122-pound champion.
What's that, 13-pound gap?
Yeah.
Where he's at? Ooh.
More than that, because he rehydrated.
Yeah.
So you think that Lomachenko is going to drop down to 122? Now let's use our common sense. He might want to, but do you think that Lomachenko going to drop down right now and fight the winner of Cool Boy Steph and Inoue? You gonna hold them accountable and be like, well, you said you was gonna go down there. Man, you said we gotta hold you accountable. You can't have it both ways. You said you was gonna go down there.
At 122, do we get the same Loma that fought Devin?
Hold on. I got one better though. Didn't Tank say that I'll go back down to 130 and fight Shakur Stevenson? Let's make that fight happen next after he fought Rolly.
I forgot about that. He did say that.
And Shakur said, set it up. Let's make it happen. And then Tank said, I can't make that weight.
He did say that. Right.
After he fought Rolly, he said, I think I'm going to drop back down to 130 and I'm going to fight Shakur Stevenson. That's what he said.
To be 100% fair, I wouldn't want Tank to go to 130 to fight.
Of course not. Me neither.
I wouldn't want, and I'm saying this to you. I know, Blue, I know you get it, but I'm saying like just how crazy the hypocrisy is, right? I wouldn't want Tank to go to 130. They wouldn't want Tank to go to 130, but they asking Devin to do the same thing that they wouldn't ask Tank to do.
Right. So Tank just said that. He just said, After he fought Rolly, I'm going back down to fight Shakur Stevenson at 130.
That's when him and Shakur Stevenson had them words back and forth.
Right.
They were going back and forth. I remember that.
Right.
I remember that.
So does anybody believe that he was going to do that? Now, should we hold him accountable and say, bro, you said, come on, man. I don't care if Tank said it or not, if he attempted or not. I'm not holding that against him. That don't even make sense. It don't make sense.
Right.
That works out for nobody when they do that. It works out for nobody. When Chad Dawson attempted to do that with Andre Ward, what happened? Got the brakes beat off him. Roy Jones came down from heavyweight.
Yeah, that's when he
fight
lost
Carver, right?
He lost a step.
Yeah, got knocked out. Right?
Right.
Oscar De La Hoya attempted that with Manny Pacquiao. Got stopped on the stool.
It's not sweet.
Right? It ain't a game. Y'all don't. You got to look at the sport of boxing for what it is. These dudes be attempting to do stuff, yeah, for their legacy. Yeah, they get paid, but they do it too for your entertainment. And y'all don't even respect it.
Yeah.
How many years, A-Side? How many years Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao been telling us he can make 140 pounds and 135 pounds? Did you ever see him attempt to do it?
No, good. No, that's a good one.
Right. How many years they've been telling us that? Manny's really not he's really not 147 pounds. He's really a 40. He can even make 135. Did you ever see him do it?
Yeah, right. Right.
Right? How many years Floyd tell us that he's a 40-pounder? Naturally.
You never seen him go back down.
Did you ever see him go back down there?
No. You feel too good.
Right, because they ain't going down there for a reason.
You feel too good, man. You feel healthy. You feel strong. You know
right.
what I mean?
Why would they attempt to go to do that? No, they didn't go there for a reason.
Right.
Because their bodies ain't going to allow it.
Right.
Hence the reason why I just told you. If Devin moves to 140, he's never going back to 135. I don't care what he said.
You've been saying that. You've been saying that a lot. Yeah. You've been saying that a lot. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, and don't get it twisted. You know, a lot of people know I love Devin Haney.
Blessings, Queen. Appreciate you.
This isn't Devin's fault that Devin can't make the weight no more. Tank, the one that had plenty of opportunities to fight Devin. Tank is the A side. Devin and Bill have made it clear that they know that they're the B side and they just wanted to fight with Tank to set it up. That's it. They wanted it over the Lomachenko fight. They really wanted it over all the fights. You see what I'm saying? But Tank has waited until Devin can't make the weight no more. Now, Devin is saying that he can make the weight, but we'll see.
Okay, hey, do me a favor.
You know what I mean? If Devin attempt to make it, I'm with Blue on this one. I'm gonna watch it, but I know damn well that Tank know that he's vulnerable. You see what I'm saying? I know that Tank knows that he's vulnerable, and I think Devin should know that as well. So I don't know if they're going to be cognizant of it enough to say, you know what, I'm going to be on my P's and Q's. I'm going to have nothing but southpaw sparring, to prepare for this fight. I got to stay on the outside. I don't know what they're going to do if they do decide to make the weight, but that's not going to be sweet if they decide to make this weight, because now you're playing to Gervonta's game. Gervonta, didn't allow you to have the fight at your freshest. Now he's telling you can have the fight when probably at your worst. And if Devin Haney decides to take it, he's a grown man. This would just be a learning step for him. If he do lose, if he do win, I believe he deserves all his props. I believe nobody should make excuses for Gervonta Tank Davis. I believe that everyone should acknowledge Devin not only as the undisputed champion, but as one of these fighters that are really what they say they are, which is a throwback fighter, that's willing to take on all comers. I even think Devin and Shakur should have a fight at a higher weight class, because Shakur just got to 35. He feels great at that weight. Devin feels like crap at that weight. It's not fair. You see what I'm saying? It's just not fair. So I mean, that's my opinion on the matter. If you guys feel differently, I have no problem with how you feel, but I don't think it's fair, for him to fight. I don't think it's fair for him to fight at that weight and for us to expect him to beat them at that weight if he's saying he can't make it anymore. That's all I'm saying. But if he attempt to make it, I'm watching him, I'm supporting him.
It's just like this, like I said, right? Shakur moved up from 26 to 30, right?
Right.
2 fights and he was out the division.
That's it.
Shakur had 2 fights.
That's it.
And was already outgrown the division. 2 fights. How many? He was only in the division for 1 year.
Yep. What's up for
Jamel Henry and Oscar Valdez.
Oscar Valdez, right? What he fought? What did he fight?
He fought Robson Conceição, but he missed weight. Remember, and lost his belt.
Yeah, he missed weight. So I was saying, do we count that? Yeah, no. Yeah,
it was like 2 pounds overweight. Remember? And they was calling him a weight bully.
Yeah.
2 fights. Devin been fighting at 35 in his entire career.
Right. Since he was what, 17 or something like that? 16. Now, how many of us is the same weight at 24 that we was at 16? Who can say that?
Right.
That's rough. You know what I mean? That's a rough weight to make. Especially
but just think, Shakur was at the division for 2 fights.
And then he had to move up.
Said he was going to go for undisputed and everything. That went right out the window.
Yeah, right. He couldn't make the weight.
Can't make the weight. Can't make the weight.
Right. And even Shakur say he feel like he performed better in the last in his last outing than he was, with the Conceição. He said he didn't feel well. He didn't feel good.
Right.
Couldn't make it. He didn't feel good. Let me see what we got.
He was like, I can't do it.
Somebody said stop teasing the match at 135. I believe Devin wants to fight Tank. Devin been wanting to fight Tank for about 3 years, man. I don't think he's teasing. I think he's serious about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's playing, but it's just, I think Devin he's just gonna be one of those people, man. He is going to his bullheaded nature is what's gonna play against him sometimes, because people are gonna know how to use that against him. They're gonna wait for him to be at his most vulnerable to give him to then try to give him the fights. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing. I think they're playing. I think they're playing chess against Devin with this one. You know what I'm saying? They too bullish to me out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere. I've never seen Gervonta Tank Davis on hot pursuit for nobody. Never. So my antennas are up now. You know what I mean? My antennas are up. Yeah.
And rightfully so. It's chess.
Right. It is.
It's chess.
It is.
David Jackson, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. I think Bud is the better boxer, but I believe Errol is too big and busy for Bud and will run him over. I'll just wait to see. Hope it's competitive. Oh, it will definitely be competitive for sure. 1000%. What you think?
What you say again? I was what you calling this? I was refreshing my chat so I can see it. Could you repeat that for me?
He was saying, he said, I think Bud is better boxer, but I believe Errol is too big and busy for Bud. He will run him over. I think.
Yeah. I was alluding to that earlier. I was saying, man, at the end of the day, it's 50-50 fight with both of them, right? It's a 50-50 fight. If someone asked me a good question, they said, what weaknesses do you see in Terence Crawford? And each of these guys really don't have glaring weaknesses, so it's going to be hard to kind of pick out weaknesses. But what I can pull is Terence don't mind being in a dogfight. I don't like that. He don't mind being in a dogfight. I don't mind when it's like when he's leaps and bounds above the competitor that he's competing against to be in a dogfight against, because I like for him to come out, on the better end of that exchange, right? But when you're talking about Errol Spence, by nature, it's a 50-50 fight. So if we stick into that if we stick into that narrative, that means by nature you could get knocked out a 50% chance just as much as you can knock someone out by 50% chance. You see what I'm saying? Your attribute is to box, to counterpunch, and your feet. You move very well lateral. You know what I'm saying? You move backwards, you move off the back foot. But if you decide to get in a dogfight with Errol Spence, now you're making it a 50-50 fight. And I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not a glaring weakness. It's just the fact that that's the type of fighter he is. He's a dog, and I wouldn't want that to play against him. So, I mean, Wednesday it can be Errol. Thursday it can be Terence. It's just one of those fights, man. It's one of those fights.
I don't think there's no way it's not competitive.
It's gonna be crazy.
No way. 1,000% is going to be competitive, unless it was just Tommy Hearns and Hagler, and even that was competitive. I don't see no scenario that this fight ain't competitive. None.
All right, hold on. Let me get 4K Zay. He off his meds again.
Mm-hmm.
Zay saying when the offer gets sent, and Haney don't pick it up, essentially, he want to hear the same talk that we've been talking. But Zay, if we're going to say that, then we have to address all the times that Devin has been on hot pursuit with Tank. And Tank haven't took the fight. If we want to bring that up, we're going to have to bring up all the time Shakur been on hot pursuit with Tank, and Tank can't take the fight. And if you want to bring that up, you're going to have to bring up all the times that Loma been on hot pursuit with Tank, and Tank didn't take the fight. Now you mean to tell me the one time that Tank sent a contract that you want me to beat Devin over the side of the head with a brick because he can't make the weight? Come on, man. That's a built-in excuse for your fighter. That's a built-in excuse for your fighter to claim someone is ducking him because he waited for them to be in a position where they can't make weight and then decide to send him a contract. Come on, folks. You better than this, man. You better than this. He can make the weight. Look at what you caping for him. We just heard Loma and a bunch of other people that was out there say that the man got on the scale 3 times. When have you ever heard Devin Haney getting on the scale 3 times to make weight? Blue, please help me out with this. Please help me out. When have you ever heard at any time in his career Devin Haney having to get on the scale 3 times to make weight?
But not even that. Tank made 130. But when he said he wanted to fight Shakur at 130, he said, "Nah, I can't make the weight." When did you not make the weight? So to say, well, Devin made the weight. What'd that mean?
Okay.
Errol and Terence is both going to make the weight.
All right.
Do that mean they should make the weight again to fight Boots? So
Foe is calling Devin a duck now, right? Because he can't make, because his body maturation, his body just matured, right? So now he will be a duck if he don't take the fight. So a duck will duck Tank to go fight Regis. That don't make sense. Why would Devin be deemed as a duck, but Tank won't be deemed as a duck when he clearly ducked the people that wanted to fight him in his own division? Now, if you can't say that, 4K, man, we just gonna agree to disagree, man, because you have people calling him out in his division that he did not fight. So is Tank a duck? Stop the pro dev. All right. Okay. So I can't be pro boxing. Now, Blue, correct me if I'm wrong, right? You said stop the pro dev. Correct me if I'm wrong. I said I did not want to see Tank go to 130 to fight Shakur because it would not be a fair fight. Tank would not be at his best, and that would not be, a great outing for Tank to go against Shakur. Did I not? Now, why don't 4KZ say stop the pro Tank?
Right.
Let Tank fight at 130. See, when you for boxing and not for a fighter, the people that's for a fighter can't see how you see. They can't play the four-way chess game because they can only see it for their fighter. I told you that on the side of boxing. I wouldn't want to see Tank do that because Shakur would be at his best and Tank wouldn't be at his best. So why wasn't I pro Tank then? It's the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It's not pro Dev, it's pro boxing. You want to see the best fight the best at their best. That's all I'm asking for. I don't know what's crazy about that. But
Young Toby dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. A-Side, what'd he say, A-Side?
Who that?
Young Toby.
Tank said he had his hit list before Ryan fight and said that he plans on retiring as soon as it's done. Ryan was first, and he is faulting him for standing on his list. Wow.
But he said he wanted to fight Devin next after he fought Rolly.
Wow.
That was his hit list.
That's what I was just about to bring up. Wow.
He didn't do it. He fought Hector Garcia.
Wow. So now we get to hold Tank accountable for who he said he want to fight. It's mighty convenient. Wow. Okay. All right.
At the end of the day,
shout out to you, Toby.
we want to see the best fight the best. If they do it at 135, kudos. Let's make it happen. If Dev say he could do it again, make it happen.
But salute to you, Toby. Appreciate that, man.
Plain and simple. If Dev say he can make it happen, make it happen. I don't care. I just want to see the best fight the best.
Right. Preferably at their best. Not none of that. He was old. He was out of his prime. I just want to see the best fight the best at their best. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And that's all I'm asking for as a boxing fan. Mm-hmm. I'll pay the money.
I don't care what weight class you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
We was asked a question, and we spent 2 hours on it. Yeah. Why? Because people are not realistic.
Hey.
How Shakur say it? Spadeg.
Yo, you wow, sure. Wow, showing me that. Spadeg. Yo, really like that little cousin. You gotta take it with you. You know what I mean? It come over your house, and your mom like play with your cousin. I was like, take him with you. I was like, oh man, this is my cousin. Yeah, they call him. They call me Rolly. Shut up. They call him Rolly.
They call him Spadeg.
Spadeg. Hey yo, kind of Spadeg, man. Yo, why you do Rolly like that, man?
Shakur wild for that.
He wild.
He wild.
He said it on the interview though. That's what killed me.
Yo, but the way he was just chilling, like, nah, man. He said that dude's the biggest con artist in boxing. Con artist, though. Memphis 10 Will, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. It's a 50-50 for sure. But correction, if Crawford fall in the trap of dogging it out with Errol, it's 55-45 Errol way. I agree.
Oh, you said if he gets into a dogfight?
Yeah.
That's what I don't want. And Terence, I like him. He like that. He ready to get into a dogfight in the phone booth with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Make you miss, make you pay. I like that. But boy, that bring the fight closer.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. Like, man, when Danny Garcia said that earlier, I was like, man, that's so spot on. When Danny Garcia said, Errol is going to throw 100 punches around like a machine. And Terence Crawford is going to fight like somebody just robbed his mama.
Right.
And I was like, man, that's the perfect example.
Right.
And he said, that's going to get you knocked out. Yeah, because Errol going to weigh you down. That's what he do.
Right.
He going to weigh you down. And then he going to stop you.
See, but that's the thing. We don't know what way this fight is going to go, man. It's uncomfortably close. It is. It's uncomfortably close.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, little my main man 4K say 4K wow. 4K said, hey, it's crazy. Hey, he pretty much saying it's crazy how we got him in the chat. We don't got him up there talking for himself because he was able to talk for himself. You know, he pretty much handled himself with both of us. Man, 4K about 3-0. He about 0-3, man.
4K, wow.
He stay getting handled.
Yeah.
I love 4, man.
Yeah.
4 be getting handled. My man came up here and said Shakur not ready for Devin or Tank. He can't fight none of them. I don't think he ready for them. And 4K went to go watch some Shakur. He said, man, Shakur can beat everybody. He my new fighter. I was like, yo, wow.
But I like how he do his studying, man. He studies.
Oh, nice. He'll come and write down some shit on. I mean, my bad. He'll write it down on you. I'm like, dang, 4, that was good, man. You wrote that down? Yeah, I wrote this down. hey, 4, hey, I like 4, man. 4,
he do. Yeah, he ain't just talking just to talk.
Now, 4 come up here swinging on me. Yeah,
he ain't
I love him, man.
He ain't talking just to talk. Frequent Fire RC, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Said salute. Dev had to fast for Ramadan and missing a half training camp for Loma Blue. If not, would have been easier. Happy Tank Froggy because of it though. He said, I'm happy Tank is froggy because of it. Yeah. Well, Dev said he only did it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He only did it for 2 weeks. Jonathan Cook, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, don't we need to judge Tank post Mayweather promotions? Did he leave Floyd to get the fights he wanted? Just ask it. He did. Yeah, he did. You right.
But Floyd was trying to give him that Loma fight.
Yeah, Tank was like, man, this dude trying to set me up, man.
I'm being petty. I'm being petty. Yeah, but nah, he I think they would have gave Tank the fights if he asked for them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we've been fair to Mayweather. It wasn't like he was, guarding Tank from fighting anybody. But if Tank will have had made it known, if Tank would have had made it known that he wanted to fight somebody, I think Mayweather would set it up. What you think about that, Blue?
Yeah, I definitely feel like if he had pushed for some fights, he admitted it. Remember, he's like, I didn't push for the fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did on what $1 million
worth game.
Yeah. He didn't push for none of the fights, but I definitely think he would have gave him those fights, made them fights happen.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. But I don't think he pushed for him because he just was following the blueprint.
Well, Miss Joette said, BS, what's she talking about? What's going on, Miss Joette?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. What's going on? Who done
Band Up, what's good with your nephew? He says, salute to Band Up in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother.
Salute.
All facts, man.
Miss Joette, what happened? What's going on? What's BS? The chat messed up? Really? Blue, the chat messed up to you?
No, not to me.
It's clear on my end.
But it's
just okay. Just refresh your your phone or your computer and see if that works.
Hey man, we got 250 likes. That's so ridiculous.
Oh man, yeah. You guys definitely got to hit the like button, man.
250 likes.
We're addressing our comments. You know what I'm saying? We letting you guys know the audience opinion. We up here at what it is 1:40 in the morning on East Coast Standard Time.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, man.
Guys, definitely got to hit the like button, man. Definitely got to hit the like button. Yeah, some people saying the chat is fine. Put a 1 in the chat if your chat is fine. If it's moving okay, put a 1 in the chat. Oh, she said Floyd was not going to let him fight them fights, or he would have done it. Yeah, but Tank never pushed for those fights. With that Loma fight, they was going to let him fight that fight. And Loma was the man at the time. But we don't know what Floyd. I feel like if Floyd would have let him fight Loma, Floyd would have let him fight anybody. You know what I mean? Okay, 4K, yeah, the chat good. Everybody got one. Everybody got one, 4K. Just refresh your phone or come out and come back in. See if that works. Yeah. Nah, Mr. Joy. I think Floyd would have let him fight. If he was gonna let him fight Loma, he would have let him fight anybody. What you think, Blue?
Yeah, but Floyd's Tank was like he was trying to set me up.
Yeah. I think Floyd probably pulled back after that.
Like because Floyd said he had talked to the matchmaker over Cameron Duncan. Well, not Cameron Duncan. What's his name over at Top Rank, the matchmaker. That's what Floyd said. We had a conversation. We already talked about it.
Right.
Like, man, he's trying to set me up. Tank said they tried to set him up with the Pedraza fight. Remember? They didn't think I was ready.
Right. I wonder what Tank version of set up mean. Like, does that mean they're trying to set me up to fail, or because it just seemed like a negative connotation when he said it? Just
I believe that's exactly. I believe that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't see it any other way. He said they tried to set me up with Pedraza. I'm like, what do you mean set you up?
Yeah, he's like they didn't think I was ready.
Right.
That's this thing's going on behind the scenes. Floyd, I don't know, man. That's just that's wild. Crazy, Tank still did his thing. So still did his thing.
You think Tank sleep Loma on 4K?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he put Loma to bed by the 6th round. Tank putting Loma.
Body shot a shot to the head. What you think?
Uppercut.
You think with up?
And the left hook to the body too, because
I was about to say I want to see Tank land a body shot on Loma, see how he take it. Because Devin had him folded on some of them punches. I'm like, if Devin lift you off the ground, Playboy, you don't want this against you don't want this against Tank, man.
No, sir.
Tank aimed to hurt.
Cinnamon Savage said, I got Loma, man. You a good man.
Hey, chat.
I'll get some allowance for that one.
Chat, who y'all got? Loma versus Tank, and in what round? Let me see what we get. Loma versus Tank, and in what round? Who y'all got?
You heard what I said?
Tank.
You heard what I told him, Cinnamon Savage? He said, I got Loma. I said, I'm gonna take out some allowance money for that one.
Yeah, woof. That's rough.
I got some allowance money for that one.
Somebody said Loma by decision. Oh, Tank in 7. We got Tank in 6. And finish them in 7. That's nice.
Loma unanimous decision?
Yeah.
Cinnamon Savage. They make that fight. I'm saving up all my allowance.
Loma. They got Loma again. They got Loma in there.
Yeah. I'm saving up all my allowance. Cinnamon Savage.
Tank sleep Loma in 4. God, I ain't giving Loma no props. In 4 rounds, you think Tank take Loma out in 4 rounds?
I don't think he go past 6. I think he's gonna send Loma to the next round.
Yeah. Oof.
Yep. He's gonna be seeing Avengers and all types of stuff over there.
Yeah, I got no faith in my man.
Nope.
Nah, he got his dance moves, Blue. You know about you don't know about that Ukraine dance, man.
Yeah, he's sending that dude straight to Tank. Gonna send him to the next round.
He gonna size all that power.
What was it in Ant-Man? The quantum leap or whatever?
The quantum realm.
Quantum realm. That Loma gonna be in there just floating around, just years passing. Gonna come back out, and the whole world gonna be different by the time Loma come back out.
Hey, do Tank push Loma?
Or when he come back out, Tank gonna have great grandkids. Wait a minute. Didn't I just fight this dude? Loma ain't even aging.
The quantum realm.
That dude gonna be in the what's it called? The quantum realm. That's where
Oh man.
Ant-Man down there. He gonna be finding people.
Yeah, Tank hit you too, huh? Yeah, me too. Rolly over there. Yeah, bro.
Just gonna be
Spedhead. Yeah, he over there. Yeah. Ah.
hey, every stroke gonna be 10 years. Just
oh my God, man.
Year 2040.
Oh my God.
Year 2050. Like he gonna be losing decades.
Yeah, I got no faith in my main man, Loma, man. Hey, do you think Tank push him at the weigh-ins after Devin? After Devin had pushed him, you think you gonna push him?
Yo, why is I'm not even on the other screen?
What do you mean?
I got both laptops off. It just pushed me off, bro.
Yo, if Tank pushed Loma, they find him $1 million.
What?
Yeah.
He gonna leave it. Yeah. If Tank pushed Loma, his handprint gonna be on his chest by the time fight night. It's still gonna be. You're gonna see 2 handprints on Loma's chest still. You're gonna see 2 handprints on Loma's chest like Bruce Lee Game of Death. The footprint when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar kicked him.
No, the Enter the Dragon. That's what it was.
That was Enter the Dragon? No,
yeah,
that was Game of Death. That was Game of Death.
It was Game of Death?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember, each level, he had to go to each level, each floor.
Yeah.
Instead of the footprint, it's going to be Tank handprint. Like this.
Oh, man.
Hey, yo, why is it going to be in fatigue? Fatigue color handprint. Like, yo, bro, what? Why is the handprint green, brown, and tan? Like,
hey, yo, watch him side play the Adrian Broner. You know I beat that boy. You know I beat that boy. I beat him. They trying to get that money again.
Yo, hold up. When Fred, you want to see the funniest part of that whole thing? Afterwards, Fred sees him in the lobby, and Fred is like, "Hey, AB, you won? Who you thought?" AB said, "Who you thought won?" Fred said, "I thought it was a draw." He's like, "Oh man, get." Yo, he lost it on Fred.
Oh,
yo, he straight lost it.
That AB was gold, boy. Do we ever get another AB?
Nah, AB is if there be it's a you know what the thing about AB is he's sincere.
Right.
We got dudes like Blair Cobbs and these dudes is just out here trying to. Nah, he's straight sincere.
Right. My man said he punched Loma to the quantum realm. I'm done.
I'm telling you, you're gonna punch Loma into the quantum realm. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm joking. Watch. You're gonna literally see his soul just travel like.
Oh man, I'm done.
This dude gonna be like he in that movie Ghost. Like, is that Loma's soul? You remember when? You remember that video they had with AJ, with Andy Ruiz, when AJ, and his soul came out and went to the airport, got the luggage, and got on the plane. You never seen that? Yeah.
No, man, no.
Yo, I gotta find that. Yo, I have it. I had that. Yo, hold on.
Yo, why somebody just said Loma gonna boycott the KO? He wild. Yo, he wild. He said Loma gonna boycott the KO.
Yo, hold on.
Oh, wow, man. The chat undefeated, boy. The chat undefeated, man. Hey, wow.
Yo, hold up. I gotta find that now. Yo, that was so comedy, bro.
That's funny, man.
Yo,
hey,
that was
boy. Y'all got no faith in Loma. I think that's the worst. Fight I ever called on here, man. They was just like, man, Tank gonna wash him. Man, that wasn't even close. Yeah, 4K started that. See, 4K always starting something, man. 4K started.
I gotta find.
Oh man, they said Blue, you messed up for that. That's he said. He got the suitcase. He got on the plane.
I swear, you ain't never seen that meme, bro. That meme was comedy, bro. The last punch landed and his soul came out and just left the arena like, yo,
hey, wow, boy.
I swear, bro. Hold on. I gotta find that. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem, man. Chat is undefeated. Somebody just said chat Yeah, y'all undefeated, man. Y'all bad, man. Y'all is bad, man. Seriously, man. Hey, you know how everybody say y'all good, you know, what's good for boxing? Boy, this chat bad for boxing, boy. You better not get knocked out. Yo, that picture Devin put up of Rolly with Martin, oh, that will forever be legendary. I know y'all remember that. What's the best boxing meme that came out with getting knocked out? Somebody had the Canelo with somebody had Canelo with Billy Joe Sanders, I think with the Simpsons, and she was sweeping with the broom. It was bad, yo. With the Simpsons, look just like, yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Yo, man. Let me see it. Yo, y'all bad for boxing. Now I'm done. Yo, y'all bad for boxing. Yo, look at the way he walk off. Oh man. Yo, he got on the plane. Blue, you on mute. Unmute yourself, Blue. Unmute yourself.
Yo, son, that's one of the funniest joints I ever seen, bro.
Yo, greatest of all time.
Yo, hold up. We gotta watch that again. Yo.
Yeah. Boom. Look at he just walk.
Yo, his soul left the garden.
Walk off.
Yo, look at this. Yo, look at this going up there.
Yo, man. Yo. Somebody said the airplane flying away is the best part.
When he was on his suitcase, yo, that's wild.
Y'all like soon as he get knocked out, like his soldier. That's my favorite part. As soon as he gets knocked out.
Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, that's hilarious. Oh, yo, we gotta watch that one more time, bro.
Look at that walk.
He just walked off. Why his soul just walked off?
That's the cleanest walk off ever. Oh man. Yo, y'all got no faith in Loma, man.
Oh man.
I got no faith in Loma, man.
Yo, Dion Dub said, notice how the soul got stars going around his head, his dude.
Yo, man.
Yo, it got stars going around his head.
You cannot get knocked out.
Stars going around.
No, you cannot get Oh, wow, man. Dude, how the hell you find that?
I'll find everything. Yo, bro, that got me in tears, bro.
That was classic.
Yo, that's hilarious, man.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Oh, snap.
We got a super chat.
Yo, that's
man, that was good, man. God, dog.
Yeah, while the Brazil soul punch was crazy too. Yo, yo, snap.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Was a bad one.
Yo, that's hilarious, bro. Yo, the suitcase though.
Yo, no, I like soon as he get knocked out with the soul when he just turned it. He just
but the soul just
my favorite part.
Casually walked off. Just like,
I'm done. I'm finished.
Yo, the soul just casually walked off. Like, yo, that's hilarious, bro. He said, "Blue, how you find that?"
Crazy.
Yo.
Crazy. Somebody said they did AJ dirty. Yeah, they did, man. That's cold, boy.
Yo,
hey, that's colder than the Rolly with the Martin. That was cold.
Yo, that's hilarious. Yeah, hold up.
Who had the Undertaker? Yo, they gotta start sending this to the chat. I swear. They gotta start, the chat gotta start sending these.
Yo, look at his glove. Yo,
Dr. Strange.
Whoever made these jokes is hilarious, bro.
They Dr. Strange.
Watch how you look at his gloves, though. Look.
Yo.
Yo, snap.
Yo, that's how you gonna do your boy Loma, man. Blue.
Yo, that's what I'm telling you. That's what they gonna do to Loma.
Yeah, no faith in Loma. Great. Damn, boy.
None.
Oh man. Boy.
Yo, bro. Yo, that's hilarious. Yo, let's get out of here, bro. It's 2:00.
Hey, man. My last words is I appreciate you guys. I love coming through. I love talking to you guys. I love the chat. You guys are bad for boxing.
AJ getting the suitcases.
I swear that's the best.
Getting a suitcase is wild. Like,
no, you said Tank gonna push him. He gonna leave his handprints on him.
His hands. I'm telling you, they're gonna be fatigue colored. Night of the fight, will be like, "Yo, did Loma get a new tattoo?" Oh, that's Tank handprints. Loma got a new tattoo from yesterday. Oh, that's Tank's handprint.
Yo, that's what. Yo, somebody put their hands up in the chat. No,
I'm telling you.
Say good night, y'all. And put their hands up in the chat.
He gonna he gonna send Loma to what is it? The quantum realm?
Yeah, the quantum realm. Yeah.
Loma gonna be in there just losing decades. Whatever he swim, just 10 years. 10 more years. Loma gonna come out, gonna be 100. Tank gonna be 100 years old. Like, yo, what?
Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Yeah, remember when Clubber Lang told Apollo Creed? He said, "You want to jump? Jump. You better get that look over your face before I knock it off. I don't need no has-been messing up my color. Come on, Creed."
Yeah, you know what's so funny? I remember watching that when I was younger. I was like, I just hated Mr. T. I couldn't remember nothing he was saying. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't need no. He said, "I don't need no has-been messing up my color."
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Yo, you wow.
Yeah, you better get that look off your face before I knock it off.
Yo,
That's wild.
Hold on, let me see. I said 10.
Facts. Yo, let's get out of here, man. It's 2:00.
Somebody said I got him knocking out. Somebody said I got Tate knocking out Loma by the end of the first press conference. That ain't wild. Yo, the chat ban for boxing. Yo, that ain't wild. This ain't it.
Yo.
The chat tearing Loma up.
Hey, man, we're going to start early. I know we started super late tonight. We're going to start earlier, man.
Right. No,
so we could lock in, man. I got to narrow down my schedule because I'll be all over the place.
No, certainly.
I want to start tomorrow, like no later than 9:00, man.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Okay.
Go ahead and close us out, great brother.
All right, chat. Just want to say, rest in peace, Loma. We lost him to the quantum realm.
To the quantum realm. Dude been in there for 50 years.
He'll be back.
Didn't even know he was there.
Hey, just wanted to say, man, I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is 2 a.m. in the morning, but I hope we was able to bring some light to your day. I hope you guys was able to get some information out of this, and just I ask you guys just to continue to do what you guys do. Rock with us, press the like button, stay subscribed. If you guys have any ideas for the show that you would like us to do, any time frames that you think would be best, let us know. We're all family here. We have differences of opinions, but at the end of the day, we do want you guys to know that we love you guys. We think about you guys all the time. I talk to Blue and text Blue all the time about the show. Have more things coming out that's being prepared. So I just want you guys to stay tuned and just have some grace with us. Everything may not always be perfect, but it is genuine.
Mm-hmm. All facts. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.